there, fans. Welcome back to Prime Animations. Welcome back to our channel. Welcome back to another action figure review. This time we've got G.I. Joe Zandar. And I've been looking forward to this character for a long time. I remember having the original character back in the 80s. I always thought between, the trio, Zartan, Zandar, and Zorana, they were just pretty darn cool, in my opinion. I always enjoyed watching the three of them. And so I have the other two. We never reviewed them because it was before I started my action figure review. And now I picked up this one to complete the trio, so I'm pretty excited about it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the package. As you can see here, he's got his typical G.I. Joe classified series. You can see all the accessories that he comes with in the window. It's pretty cool. Got an illustration here up on the side. Nothing too big there. On the back, again, beautiful picture. You've got a bike here in the background. Definitely looks like a renegade, somebody you don't want to mess with, right? And when I say renegade, I mean in the sense that not the faction of renegade, right? But just in the sense that he just looks like somebody who's looking for trouble, right? Nothing much here. He is number 146. Nothing much up top or at the bottom. Let's go ahead and crack him open. All right, so here is Zandar out of package. And he's very reminiscent to the original. The color blue is a little bit more toned down. It's a little bit more opaque, a little darker in comparison to the original, which was a little bit more brighter. It was a different hue. But you can see here he's got this upper vest. It almost looks like it's a chest guard. It's got a gun holster. He's got these shoulder pads, and the shoulder pads have this, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a skull or something like that. I don't know if you can... I can't tell, but a cool design there. He's got some forearm guards, comes on down. Everything else is pretty much classic. You got the holster there on the side. You've got some boots here at the bottom with some, it looks like some gold, something gold tipped. It almost looks like, I don't even know what that's called, but it almost looks like, you guys remember those brass knuckles that you put on, you punch somebody and you cause more damage? It almost kind of looks like that. It's not like the boot switchblade where there's like a hidden blade that comes out of the front of the boot, but it almost looks like it's like a brass knuckle for your feet, if that makes any sense. But classic, you've got the pink scarf. I do remember the color scheme being almost like pink and like aqua blue, if I'm not mistaken. So very classic. He's got the I don't know if it's like face makeup or tattoos, right? But he's got that. Let's just say they're tattoos. So face tattoos, right? Real classic. You've got the headband, and then you've got the hair that flows nice and orange. I think Zorana is also an orangish color. I think it might be pink, actually. It might be a mixture of pink and orange. Anyhow, in the back here, you've got a nice little holster for his blade back there. It's pretty neat, pretty nifty. And like I said, I think this is like some type of body armor, like a bulletproof body armor. Very, very cool. Very cool character. You've got a nice tattoo edition here on the forearm. Looks really good. Let's go ahead and get into his accessories. All right, and I've got his accessories open. It's got a good amount of accessories. So let's start out with the accessory right here, which is his backpack. Look at the amount of detail. I don't know if the lighting's picking it up or not, but you've got some type of pattern happening here, right? In his pouch. And then you've got, it looks like these are maybe like some extra arrows. But here's what I do like so much about this backpack. It's two colors, right? That's always been my complaint early on with this series, is just having the accessories just one solid color, which takes away from the realism. So shout out to Dax from Viper Island, who mentioned this on their stream just a couple of days ago, maybe last week. He talked about this. I've talked about it. So the fact that Hasbro is doing this, it's really appreciative. I really appreciate it. I'm very thankful because this it just stands out for me, right? The fact that you have this blue and then you have a different color somewhere on this accessory. So I really appreciate it. And we've got the same thing happening all the way down. When you look at this rifle that it comes with, big, huge rifle with a big, huge scope. But look at the tip of it. Got those arrows that we're talking about. Now the head of the arrow here is silver. I don't think this comes out. No, it doesn't. But you see how we've got, just some different color just to offset it, right? I understand that they can't do the whole thing different colors, like maybe put a little bit of black on here. I can understand that, but just the fact that I've got two to separate this, and have this like metallic look, I really do appreciate it. So thank you, Hasbro. Thank you for that. The next accessory that he comes with is a small little pistol, right? Put it up here in the holster, maybe even the leg. I'm not really quite sure. I would think it goes here based on the level of accessories. It's got a dagger that he comes with. I think that dagger either goes on the back that we saw there. So nice little dagger. And again, you can notice here, you got two colors. The handle is black, while the metallic blade itself is a metallic color. So again, great attention to detail by Hasbro. And then we've got, I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's a pickaxe. I don't know what the heck this is. But like I said, two different colors, metal blade, black handle. I like it. Pretty cool. Let's get his siblings in here and see how he looks. But actually, before that, let's go over his articulation, yeah? As far as articulation goes, I apologize for getting too close. But as far as articulation goes, right, you've got that. The shoulder, the arm does go up and down. It does come out. You got some bending at the elbow. Wrist twisting there. The leg, as far as the leg goes, that's as far up as it goes. You've got this little chain here. I missed this detail when I was going over it initially. Pretty cool. You've got your bend. It's double jointed, so you can see here. So that usually when that happens, you've got maximum posability. You've got the calf there. It rotates pretty good, and you've got your ankle. Does it swivel? It does swivel, right? So you've got a really good amount of articulation for this guy, which will maximize the poses that you can achieve with him. So pretty neat. Now let's go ahead and get his siblings on. All right, and here we've got the three siblings together. As you can see, they pair off really nice. And like I said, Zorana's head is actually, it's like has a gradient. It goes actually from yellow to orange to pink. That yellow is new. Do I recall the yellow from the? I actually don't know now. Anyhow, but there's a gradient in her hair. His is a little bit more solid orange, as you can see, like a red orange hue to it, but looks really nice. The trio, obviously, you got Zartan. I think Zartan is the older brother, if I'm not mistaken, but he's definitely the leader. And then I would say they're his lieutenants in the Dreadnok gang, right? But a really nice figure. I give it a really solid 9.5. Really do like all the accessories that he comes with. I like all the detail. Specifically, look at these boots, right? They have this nice little touch. He's got all these gold accents or gold accessories right here in the belt, the chain, the shoulders. I don't even know what the heck are on those shoulders. They're shoulder pads, but I don't know what thing is on there. I don't know if it's an animal. I don't know what. And then you've got the gold on the boots, which is really nice. And then you've got, like I said, this one piece down here on his left boot, which you know, I guess that causes some major damage if he gets to kick you, right? So really nice figure. I really do like it. I'm looking forward to displaying these guys. Actually, I'm going to try and create a shelf specifically for the Dreadnoks because I got so many of them now. This is actually, I think, the first one that I review, but I've got some other ones that I haven't opened up yet. So once I do, I definitely think I'll be creating their own little shelf because they're their own little subgroup. But guys, thanks so much. Highly recommend this one, right? If you're collecting G.I. Joes, this is definitely one I would recommend putting, you know, obtaining and putting it part of your collection. So guys, thanks so much again for hanging out with me. Appreciate you guys. Take care. Till next time. Till all are one. Peace out.